What's up, my friends? We're going to go through a very special, critical episode today, and I'm not going to keep talking about it, but I'm going to teach you about trading. You have to learn how to train and trade in a momentum phase of the crypto industry. You have to learn how to do it. Now, here's the thing. You've been watching me for many, many years, friends, and we've been confirming friendship for a while, and you're saying, wait a minute, Swami, what happened to buying the depression? Yes, it's over. There's no more depression. We're literally rinsing a lot of it out. There are pockets of the industry, as we know today, which are still in depression zone prices. And you can see it with the obvious ones, Pulse Chain, PulseX, and Hex. There are these opportunities here. There are, friends, yes. But at some point, you just got to look at yourself and go, well, have I accumulated enough? I think you've had enough time. Personally, that's what I think, okay? You accumulated enough time. That's the thing, man. A lot of people will say, well, don't bet more than you can afford to lose. Okay, well, you probably had an ample amount of months and duration to basically accumulate a lot of these things that are still low. You can also look at the ratios against Ethereum, Pulse Chain versus ETH very low, Link versus ETH very low. Yeah, they are still low. However, these are cycle 2 things. So you probably want to participate in new stuff. Now, there's an issue with new stuff though, friends. The new stuff, you and I can't get in super early. It's really hard most of the time. And most people don't even know what the new stuff is. But what I'm going to do, friends, is just show you how you can try to at least protect yourself and not just go throw yourself at any green candle, okay? So obviously, I'm going to show you Orange Man Good here. Now, here's the thing, man. This is crazy. Let's play some pump music because, look, at the end of the day, what you want as a cheap price, it doesn't have to come to you, man. The market it's ferocious. You see this green candle here, friends? I remember this green candle when it broke up, and I said to you guys, I was like, look, man, I don't buy green candles. Just be careful of it. But look what this distance is, friends. This distance is 9.5x. So I was already in before that. I told you about it ages ago when I was moving, a long time before that. It's just that once it started breaking up, 9x later, bang. What do you do? I don't know, man. People play momentum all the time. It gets dangerous, okay? But we're in that part of the crypto phase where it's a momentum market. It is a momentum market, but it doesn't happen all the time. That's why how people get wrecked is, friends. They're trying to play momentum in a bear market. They get destroyed, whereas we're just buying, okay? And then now they're trying to play, for example, momentum. They're going to have a winning period, but eventually it hits the top and they keep trying to play momentum and then we start downtrending. That's how people end up losing everything. So what I'm going to do is just to show you some basic tools, what you can do, for example, just to like give you an idea for yourself. Hey, am I getting in something cheap or not? And trust me, man, there are no formulas. You have to guess. That is what it is. Now, when you see me post a chart of green candles, you should never FOMO anything. Instead, it's worth putting a basic indicator like the SuperTrend and waiting for a pullback. Usually 50% is okay for altcoins. Usually, friends, just be careful, okay? Because it can be 80%, man. You know what I mean? You get crushed. There's no perfect percentage, friends. I've seen every combination. I've seen 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 90. I don't know what to do. I just don't know at the end of the day. But what I can kind of help you with is start on high time frames. Now, this is the Landwolf chart, friends, official Landwolf. Now, with Landwolf, okay, Landwolf doesn't even have, see, obviously, friends, you got to be using the SuperTrend. Please use the SuperTrend. But Landwolf is so new, it doesn't even have all the SuperTrend things picked. It's pretty much here. You see this red here? It's basically just barely printed. So you might have to go down to a 3-day chart. Now, the 3-day chart, can't tell us much because it's still so new, right? What about the daily chart? Okay, the daily chart, we're starting to go old enough in time, okay? And this is the thing. If you've been watching me, you'll notice I'll use a weekly chart SuperTrend. And what I'll do is, I'll wait for it to flip green. Okay, let's say this thing flips green. And I'll go, oh, sweet, you flipped green. Get the pullback into the 21 EMA. Okay, sweet. That doesn't mean like you're definitely winning up. It just means like, you get to avoid the blood and now it flips up. There's a problem though on low time frames because on the low time frames, by the time it flips the color, you're buying the tops of little ranges, okay? The tops of little ranges. So I can even go down and show you. Let's even go down to a 4-hour chart. You see this? Look at this. Imagine you waited to buy Landwolf up here. Look what ends up happening, okay? So the chart, we go back down, it flips green here. You're buying up here, and look what ends up happening. It jumps on you. Now, here's the thing, friend. This is a 4-hour chart. And by the way, 4-hour isn't even a schizo. Some of you guys use even down to 5 minutes and 15 minutes, right? But I'm just showing you that if you're looking for a discount, you can't wait for the momentum to flip. Most of the time you get wrecked. So actually what you've got to do is, friends, you've got to wait for it to flip the other color. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do now, I have to go down to a 12-hour chart just to show you. See this? Look at this. This is a 12-hour chart. Now, Landwolf had flipped green for a long time, and now just the red has now appeared on the 12-hour. But this is the thing, right? Instead of FOMO buying every candle, if you just using any coin chart, you're like, okay, wow, you're down 47% from the top. You've pinged 50%. Maybe that's a decent place to collect. Remember, not financial advice. You're just trading. Okay, you're just trading. But I'm just going to throw a bit of a curved cookie your way, friends, because this is dick with butt. Okay. Now, if I look at the dick with butt PLS ratio, it's a bit tough because you're like, dude, where's your pullback? 30%. Look at this is just like your pullback. 50%. Go back up. Comes back here. You're down 20%. You see? So there is no perfect formula for any of these. It's just that, like, if you really want to hop on something, I think a standard practice is like a 50% drop from the top. It doesn't mean you get to buy 50% for wherever the point is. It just means like, okay, you've tagged the 50% drop, the market's accepted it, and we have an opportunity to continue. Okay, so to move on, right? See, you don't know from where it's going to stop. That's another problem. But this at least helps you be patient. Sometimes the dips are 30%. Sometimes they are 80%. There is no perfect entry. You have to accept this game of volatility in a bull market. That's what it is, man. Bull market, everything goes up. Yeah, okay, so it swings up. Bang, 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 bang. That's pretty much it. You have to accept that. And yeah, cheap prices, friends, they come with the territory. You know what I mean? Cheap prices. Blood, despair, depression, everyone accusing you of everything. They say it's going to zero. We all feel the sadness, okay? But you get cheap prices. So do you really want to make it? Okay, well, you got to swallow it. That's why, friends, I really do mean it. Highest value content in crypto. I was here drawing the boxes, telling you we're in the depression zone. They're cheap. They're cheap. That's why I have confidence that these things work, but I can't make any promises that we're going to get super wealthy high prices. I don't know. I have no idea how to do it. I can just try to like increase our competitive edge to try find a probability of that. But that's it. Just games, man. Just games, pretty much. You don't know. If you buy cheap prices, though, it pretty much solves a lot of your problems, and you're getting in early. That's another thing, okay? So you already know, friends, you've got to accept this game. There is no perfect entry. You just have to accept it. And look, at the end of the day, yeah, friends, in 2020, I was buying stuff. They didn't look like good prices at all. Still dropped 50, 60, 70, 80% from my entry. They come back, they swing it. In the bull market, they go up, okay? All I'm just doing is just helping you have some patience. That's pretty much it. Okay, when you see green candles, I don't want you to think, I've got to get in. Look, man, you better like it on discount, okay, Fez? They always come. You know, they always come. It's just like, okay, 1 in every 20 coins I come across, so they're the ones that keep going. 19 out of 20 times they don't. So what you would do is, let's say you see these let's say, for example, Orange Man Good, friends. I was showing you, yes, it cranked up. Nice. So maybe just mark a box here. Just mark a box. Yeah, always 50% around this box. You're just going to have to be patient and wait it out. And look, I know everyone's got ants in their pants, and it's going to get more and more tough. It will, and you can feel it as well because, man, friends, people aren't buying all the coins. They're minting new coins all the time. This is it, okay? Now, it's a tough game, right? Because if you looked at that little white arrow on this chart, I remember saying, don't FOMO green candle. See, it was right here. And then Orange Man Good, OMG, went up like, you know, it was a 9.5x from that point. Okay, because his picture's like a day old. It's a volatile game, but since the bull market, you have higher chances of success. So that's pretty much all I can send your way. There's no guarantees, but look for a discount. I could show you other coins, for example, friends. Like use some live discounts here and there. Let's go look at, like, for example, Ticker Bitcoin. Okay, Ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter, Obama. Okay, so you can have a look here. Harry Potter, Obama over here. And you can see, though, friends, let's go to the early phases. All right, this is a 3-day chart. Okay, because if you look at these charts, these patterns, there is no perfect pattern, but you just get this. Oh, look at this. This is, by the way, you want to be early, friends? Look at this. Imagine you get in. Look at this. Okay, it drops 50% from the top. Okay, but down here, friends, look at this. You are down another 80%. Even more. There you go. It's literally a unicorn meme, and it went down 80% from your entry. You drop 50%. Okay, it drops 80%. So what I tell you, friends, that's why the only way to protect yourself is with your bullet size. That's it. That's the real way to protect yourself. It goes, well, that's why I tell you lottery tickets. Lottery tickets, that's what they are. Treat them like that. You can build conviction on things later. Don't even worry about that building conviction part. Okay, it takes time to do that, okay? And then look what ends up happening, right? You get to see the momentum play, right? So then here you go. So it drops 50%. Yes, you can get in. It comes back up. It teases you, comes back down, and then look what ends up happening. Okay, you're 50%. Look, it ends up going. Now you're up 6x. And then actually from that 50% part, that drop, it ends up going another 10x. You see that? But then it comes back down. Look at this. It comes back down, rinses all the way again, and now we're sweeping back up. So there is no perfect way, friends. There is no perfect way. But even from here, you go, okay, I want a 50% drop. You're in here. But then look, it keeps going. It keeps going. So technically, the best thing you can do as a strategy, I can tell you, is it drops 50%, you throw in a bullet. You lottery ticket bullet. Okay. If it drops 50% again, check out the community. If they're still there, okay, and by the way, just be careful because they all say they're still there. Could be dumping on you, you know what I mean, on me and you. But you add in another bullet. Okay, it drops another 50%, maybe you can get in the third one. Okay, but I know, friends, it's tough in crypto because of Metcalfe's law. The price is dropping because people are leaving. We know that. The price is going up because people are joining. See what I mean? What I'm doing is, friends, is showing you the curve, okay? The people are joining, price go up. People are leaving, price goes down, like that. So that's why when you're early in crypto, you're thinking, all right, can Ethereum still go high? That's pretty much what we're looking at, friends. Can Bitcoin hit 100K? Yeah. Can it unlock more buyers there? Yeah. What about Ethereum? Can Ethereum go above $5,000? Yes. Ethereum ETF, it's coming. Can Pepe or a meme coin hit 100 billion market cap? Yeah. See, all these macro themes, they are your boost to increase your probability that whatever your thing is, if you're DCA buying, if the community just sticks around, they just don't cheat. Like if they just stick around, let the cheaters rinse themselves out, let them sell whatever they want. Friends, I'm just showing you these patterns. Ticker Bitcoin, it's literally a freaking meme unicorn, friends. And look at all these rinse. You know what I mean? Rinse. They do these, friends. They do these. This is the mark of a strong coin. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you're just hoping to make it to the end. What's the end look like? We don't know what the price is, but I can tell you it's more towards Coinbase App Store ranking. Ethereum ETF is here. Billions of dollars have flown in. Argentina or someone else adopts Bitcoin as the currency now. You see that? That's the world you're playing for. And as we move further and further along, remember, friends, these news events start popping up, so people start doing the momentum. The bunny hop, the Super Mario hopping to freedom game. They're just jumping around, and it becomes more volatile, and the prices you pay are higher, but it's more fun and exciting, and then it's all over, okay? So that's why I've given you these tools. What you can do is you put in that SuperTrend, and you wait for the color flip. So I can just show you right now. At least, see, friends, look at this. Let's say ticker Bitcoin was up here, okay? Let's say it was up here. You're like, man, I missed it. Okay, well, if you really want, wait for it to flip red again. Here's the thing. It flipped red here. Okay, so it flipped red here and you still go down. To be honest, yes, you still do go down by a long shot, okay? You do go 60%. You could put a 3-day chart if you really want. And look at this. If you're just using a 3-day chart, by the way, you got to be careful because they don't all hit 3-day charts. They don't all flip, friends. It's macro thing here. You know, see what I mean? So one like unique, cool strategy you can do if you're DCA buying bullets. When let's say the 12-hour flips red, the 12-hour, remember the ATR, friends, that's what the SuperTrend is. The SuperTrend, it does an average range, and it goes, okay, what's your average range? It's this amount. Okay, let's multiply it by 3. Now it's this amount. If the market goes up or down, outside of this range, mark it as a trend. That's it. That's what the green and the red flipping signals are. So, you know, ticker Bitcoin went up this amount and it closed this amount. I go, okay, so you got a bull trend, okay? You got a bull trend. But also, just to show you, friends, like, it's not perfect because you flip green here and you have to wait all this time for it to flip red. It doesn't even have to guarantee that it ever flips red. You see what I mean? Like I said, if you want that strategy, what you could do is you could either use a 4, 8, or 12-hour chart, one of the low ones. When they flip red, you throw a bullet in. Okay, lottery ticker bullet in. Okay. Then you go to the daily chart. Okay, let me show you in right now. Let's actually do a live example right now. Okay, so let's say with this ticker Bitcoin. So let's say you're on a 12-hour chart, friends. Let's say you're on a 12-hour, and okay, let's say ticker Bitcoin just had this big move. So here's a funny part. It flips red, it goes back up here. But let's say you have to buy here. You're on a 12-hour chart. you bought it because you like it. Okay, sweet. You're in now. Okay. But then it keeps going down. So what you can do is you change it to a daily chart. Okay, you go, oh, wait a minute. Look what happens. The next day, the daily flips red here. So this is where the daily flips red. So you get to buy here, pretty much. You get to buy. So you actually bought on this moment here. You get to buy 30% cheaper again. So here's your second bullet. Just because it happened goes so fast, okay? That's your second bullet. And then you can even put on a 3-day chart. Here's the thing. It actually has never flipped red. But you've still got your average here. That's your average. And sweet. You're on side 77%. So yeah, you're not dealing with like giant X's anymore. But this is the game, man. This is the game. And yeah, if Ticker Bitcoin does a 10X from here, you are dealing in X's, okay? So remember that strategy. You start with a lower time frame. Okay, flipped red, throw in a bullet. The bigger time frame flips red. You're up to like a daily chart now. Okay, that flipped red. All right, throw in another bullet because it's gone down deeper, okay? Now on the 3-day chart, oh wow, even that flipped red. Okay, you get another bullet in, okay? So you've added as it goes down. But just be careful, man. You know, friends, 50-50 go to zero anyway. So like it's not perfect. You can't just keep DCA buying everything when everyone's gone. But these are the types of things at least I can help you with in forming a strategy just so you're prepared. Because even though your community is still around, like look what's happening with Landwolf, friends. Because your community is still around, there's vampire attacks and there's cheating. Look at this. Landwolf is now flipped red. So maybe you like want to say, hey, I put a bullet in. Okay. And then you put it on the daily chart. Okay. If this drops another 25%, maybe you put in another bullet in. And then you put on the 3-day chart. See, the 3-day chart is because it's so new, it doesn't even have that. It's already still staying red. But just helping you out here with giving some more like more dimensions to your approach to these. If you don't want to do any of these, then it's okay. You don't really need to do these. But what I'm just doing is I'm giving you more weapons, pretty much your tool set, because friends, no one's going to be showing you red chart candles in this bull market. No one. Only me, pretty much. Hey, look at Pulse Chain and Pulse X. They're still down. They're still down. No one else does that, man. In overall or in crypto, they just show you the stuff that is screaming, friends. They're screaming. That's all and that's what catches everyone's attention. You know, friends, it's not even that people are nefarious. It's that I've literally seen coins that have done this, like Orange Man Good. They're the ones that get all the views, 25x. They're the ones that like, wow. Because it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing to see. But that's not the stuff you should be like looking at to buy FOMO buy immediately. Maybe just wait it out. The ones that are not moving, they're the ones you should be looking at. The problem is, though, there's a lot of coins not moving. So then everyone believes, oh, this one's the one that's going to move next. But you don't know. You don't know. There's so many coins not moving. Yeah, friends, it's a wild, wild west. It is it's a culture casino out here. If you're with a strong community, cheap prices, they help everything. And yeah, we're going to hopefully unlock a lot of the demand for these communities and digital footprints as Ethereum's price and Bitcoin's price climb higher and take the crypto industry further into the bull market. That's what we're ultimately playing for, okay? Don't forget to manage your risk. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.